Hi guys, and welcome back to Gladly Global. Hi there, welcome back to Gladly Global, where we show you how to stay accountable to your goals and all the different language methods that you need to learn a new language. I'm Ray, and today I'm gonna be looking back at my 2020 goals that I have not looked at in a long time. I looked at it a bit during the 6-month point to see if I was on focus, but I knew that things had changed so much since the beginning of the year that it's kind of crazy, like extremely changed. Like I had planned to be in Jamaica and now I live in Sweden, so things have really changed. But I'm gonna check out the video and I'm gonna tell you how my goals went. Giving you my language goals, very nitty-gritty. The first thing that you should know is that I decided that 1 year trajectory of goals is really too long. It's too long. And every time that I set a year, this has not changed. I think it was a really good idea to do 6 months, and even to do even smaller. This year, I'm gonna stick with the 6 months, things like that, because I have a course that I'm doing that is going to be kind of guiding what I have to focus on in the new year, which means I can't really plan out my individual time that much, so I'm probably going to be sticking with this. I will be doing a part 2 to this video that actually goes deeply into my goals, but you know, just to kind of say something about this. So my goals really center around 2 different subjects, TOPIK and TISUS. So these are 2 language exams and I plan to take both of them in 2020. TISUS might be in the second half and TOPIK should be in the first
Hilarious,
half.
because I didn't take either of them, but it wasn't my fault, okay? So hear me out.
你听我解释好不好？你听我解释，你听我解释。
It wasn't my fault, okay? So hear me out before you'll be like, okay, why are you telling me how to stay accountable to your goals when you didn't even achieve the basis of your own? Okay, hold up. When it comes to TOPIK, I applied for TOPIK, I did the application process, I went to the embassy and everything, and then what happened is that for the application process for the exam in Jamaica, you have to have a certain level of you have to have a certain amount of students that are interested in taking the exam with you. They will not administer the exam if it's just you by yourself. And guess what? I was the only person who wanted to do the TOPIK level exam for TOPIK 2. So there's TOPIK 1 and then there's TOPIK 2, and TOPIK 1 is about like the basic stuff from levels 1 to 3, and then the TOPIK 2 is the more advanced stuff. And I was literally the only person who applied to it, and so they told me they couldn't hold the exam, so I got screwed over. And then Corona happened, and the exam that was supposed to happen here in Sweden was cancelled, which I was planning to do as well. Well, actually it wasn't in Sweden, it was Finland, but I was planning to fly to Finland and do that exam. But anyway, point being, it did not happen. Then TISUS, I just changed my game plan with that. So originally I was hoping to pass TISUS all by myself, and it's a really big goal because you're technically supposed to be C1, C2 in order to pass TISUS. And so I was thinking that in 1 year I can study enough to be that level. I was in over my head, one. I think I did not really fathom how much information and time it takes to become that level, first of all. And then second of all, it just didn't work into the planned process of how I was going to do things. So the TISUS exam is only held once a year here in Sweden, and you have to go somewhere really special to do it otherwise outside of Sweden. So basically what I ended up doing instead was I decided to take the Lund University course, which it's like svenska som främmande språk, and it's basically a course for students who want to learn Swedish within 1 year, and you start at A1 and you end at C1, C2 depending on how hard you work, and it's in 1 year. It is extremely fast of course. You do 700 words a month practically, if not more, alongside grammar, alongside different topics, etc., etc. There's a speaking portion, a writing portion, a reading comprehension portion, no listening portion, but I guess speaking is kind of listening in a sense. And so I didn't do TISUS, but I did like kind of reshape that goal, because in the end the goal was to become fluent in Swedish. So yeah, so I still kept the goal, sort of. If you think about goals in the right way, I kept the goal, okay? I just reformed the goal. And I did pass my first semester for that, so I just have one half of the course left, and I am a strong B2 now, apparently, based on paper. So I think I did good on this goal anyway, even though my expectations were pretty far. Like, it was a lot more than I had thought it was gonna be to be C2. I don't know why I thought this would have been easier.
So I have these 3 texts that I'm going to be studying from now until the 6-month period. I'd like to say I don't have that many books in comparison to a lot of the study grammars and YouTubers about language. I don't like to have books and have them sit there and not use them. Because I have more than enough to spend a lot of time in, I'm trying to finish them so I can get through with it, get on with it, and then pass it on to someone else who could use it more than me. So this time I'm focusing on getting myself to topic 6. I'm reviewing the level 4 book because I've done the entire level 4 book before, so I'm reviewing it because I don't remember a lot of the words in there. I didn't work very hard on keeping that.
So I did finish the level 4 book. I did finish reviewing it again. The hot topic book, I didn't finish all of it, mostly because I was really disappointed that the exam was not going to be held at all this year in any country that I was able to go to. And so I kind of put topic as a goal, as a back burner, and focused much more heavily on Swedish and a tiny bit of Mandarin, because, you know, my second quarter was supposed to be Mandarin. I did end up doing some things, and I picked up a new textbook this year that I liked much better. So yeah.
Topic. TISUS is about Swedish. It's a Swedish proficiency test, but it's quite advanced. In Sweden, they don't really have a qualifying lower level test. I guess there just isn't so much of a need in Sweden for that. It's a pass or fail. Basically, I just need to be able to pass. And so I'm trying for overall fluency in Swedish, because the test is a very different test in comparison to topic. I'll be talking with you guys a lot about TISUS going on.
I love how I didn't tell anybody about anything to do with TISUS this whole year. I actually had a lot of people message me on Instagram being like, "You're the girl who's doing TISUS, right? Can you tell me more about TISUS?" And I was like, oops, not doing TISUS anymore. But I think I do have a good idea about how the test works now, because Lund University's course has a very similar structure to TISUS, especially towards the end of the semester. So in the next year, I will actually be able to tell you more about TISUS, and I'm going to try and do an interview with one of my professors about Swedish examinations and how that works. Perhaps that will help you guys have a better idea about how to study for TISUS if you are going to study on your own, or what you would like to do. I must say that my professor is one of the best teachers I've ever had for a language, so I'm definitely going to recommend the course that I got, that I took this year. If you are not confident enough to reach TISUS level on your own, which is a huge feat, honestly, to do on your own. I did most of this course sort of on my own this year because of Corona and me being ill, as you guys know. So staring at the screen for so long really gives me huge migraines, and then it was just too dangerous to go to classes because we had the option here in Sweden. And I'm actually really proud of myself for being able to pass at the level that I did, mostly without too much help, because I couldn't go to class for half the semester. So I'm definitely going to do a video in the future about like how I self-studied Swedish with the guidance of the class, and what the class has taught me about self-studying a language to an academic fluency.
Been on it. So the last thing that I'm going to be doing is keep a Duolingo streak for like the entirety of the time. I wrote 90 days as a precursor because I'm not sure if I'll actually make it to the whole, like, I've never kept a Duolingo streak, like never, not even for a week. I'm really putting myself out there to say for the entire 6 months. So if I get 90 days, I'll be proud of myself. I won't feel bad. But I am, after the 90 days, gonna try for the 6 months. We'll see, maybe forever, who knows. But the Duolingo does keep my mind on Swedish. It's something that just keeps it on my brain, so I would like to keep, you know.
So I actually did pretty good on Duolingo. I finished all of the Duolingo sets for Swedish. So yeah, clap for me. I actually finished the entire Duolingo thing. I forgot about this, to be honest, because after I finished it, I didn't have the motivation to go back and redo things. I might actually do that now, just because what my Swedish lacks is like the details and the muscle memory. So maybe I should go back to doing Duolingo every day to try and hit the grammar rules and like words that I can't remember into my soul and my spirit, especially since I finished the entire Duolingo like run now, so that I can go and choose the areas that are specifically difficult for me. Yeah, I need to integrate Swedish practice more. I think next year I need to focus a lot on workbooks. Okay, so I guess that was it for my goals, and it wasn't too much for the 6 months. I think that I actually gave myself a really good benchmark, and even though I think I expected way too much of myself in terms of like how much I can improve my skills in 6 months to a year, I didn't expect too much of myself in terms of coursework, but like too much for the actual skill improvement. I think this year I'm gonna have more realistic expectations of how I can grow my skills from this level to that level, and then kind of like keep the same attitude between like what kind of work I should be doing to get to skills. So I guess like I was aiming to be up here with like really good methods to get up here, but then actually it's unrealistic to grow from here to go all the way up here. So that was like my biggest lesson for this year, as well as I learned a lot about the differences between studying a European language and an Asian language. It's very, very different. So, and I think I'm starting to respect the process of switching between different kinds of languages a lot more this year. This experience has been really eye-opening for me, especially since I've been studying Chinese as well, and I'm realizing that Chinese is you study Chinese very differently from you study Korean and Japanese as well. So methodology is not universal, and a lot of things need to be taken into account when you learn languages. It's a constant process of reflecting and reviewing and changing, and reflecting and reviewing and changing. So anyway, that was it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and the next video will definitely be on my specific 2021 goals. I'll make another video like this, and this time hopefully, you know, a huge resolution of mine, even though I say this every year, is to be more active on YouTube. Be more active on YouTube. I'm gonna do it, guys. This time I'm really gonna do it, I promise. Please look forward to more videos. I will see you guys in the next one. I love you, and check out our events page. I'll see you next time. Bye!